Welcome to part 2 of 8.1. We're looking at another 3x3 system. Again, we're going to have to find a terminating equation, and looking at my equations, I notice I have two negative z's or minus z's, one plus z. So I'm definitely going to choose this one as my terminating equation. So match this third equation up with the other two. We're going to cancel the z's. Don't panic. If we have infinite solutions, we can always change the variables that are given back to z's to match up what's going on. So if we ever run into that problem, we can do that. So I'm going to add these together, cancel out my z's. X plus 2x, that will be 3x. Negative 4y plus y will be minus 3y. The z's cancel. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. 2x, we get a minus 2y and a minus 8. Again, here's a case. I see all even numbers divided by 2. We'll bring these two equations together. And now I'm going to choose who do I want to cancel. Well, as you can see, if I tried to cancel the x, I got to multiply by a negative 3. And if I want to cancel the y's, I got to multiply by a negative 3. So multiplying negative 3 to everybody is going to generate both variables canceling out, giving me a 0. And negative 1 plus 12 is 11. This is a false statement. So therefore, this is no solution. Last example in 8.1, find the equation of the parabola in y equals ax squared plus bx plus c form that passes through the points 2, 4, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 5. Now we've done this before when we're looking at our vertex form of the equation. The downside here is we don't know if any one of these 3 points is a vertex. They didn't tell us. So we have to assume that we don't know if we have a vertex here. And if we're going to put it in this format, the A, the B, and the C are what we're looking to find. So those are going to be my 3 unknown variables. So if I have 3 unknown variables, remember what I said in the first video, you have to have 3 equations. So we're going to take each point, x and y, plug it in, and create an equation. So I'm using the point 2, 4. 4 goes in for the y right there. 2 goes in for the x, so 2 squared plus b times 2. There's the substitution. 2 squared is 4. That gives me 4a. b times 2 is 2b plus my c. Now, for me, I like to have my constant, if you will, 4 over on the right side, so I moved it over to here. We'll do the same thing with negative 1, 1. Plug the 1 in for the y. The negative 1 goes in for the x's. Negative 1 squared is a positive 1. b times negative 1 will be a minus b. So move the 1, which was your y coordinate, over to the right. And we now have a minus b plus c. And we'll do the same thing with our third point. Negative 2, 5. 5 goes in for y. Negative 2 goes in for the x. We'll square that and make that a 4. b times negative 2, that's my minus 2b. So we have 4a minus 2b plus the c equal to 5. So just having everything all lined up, there's my system. Now, here, who do we want to choose for our terminating equation? The 4a, I got minus 2b, plus 2b. I'm going to choose the middle one. Again, all ones. But here's what I'm going to opt to do. I'm going to look at canceling the c's first. So if I just take this equation and multiply it by a -1 first. So negative a plus b minus c equals -1. Match that up with the first equation, match it up with the third equation. I'm going to cancel my c's right away. So let's add these together. We'll get 3a plus 3b is equal to 3. All right, you know what we're going to do here. Make that, divide them all by 3, so it's going to be a plus b equals 1. We're going to get 3a minus b equals a 4. And take your a plus b equals 1, move that over, line it up under here. Oh, perfect, my b's are opposite already. 3a plus a will be 4a. Add this together, the b's cancel. 4 plus 1 is 5. Divide over the 4. And a is equal to 5/4, or 1.25 if they want you to enter it as a decimal. Well, now it's time to back substitute, so I'm going to go right to this equation here with the a plus b equals 1. And I'm going to substitute in my 1.25, or my 5/4. Subtract that from the 1, that's going to be a negative 0.25. Bring down my original second equation, a minus b plus c equals 1, and I'm going to plug in the 1.25, the minus 0.25, make sure we don't get a sign error here, minus the negative. So that's going to be 1.25 plus 0.25, that's 1.5. Subtract it to the 1, that's negative 0.5, so I have my a, I have my b, I have my c. So my parabola equation is y equals 1.25, or 5/4 x squared, minus 0.25x, or minus 1/4 x, minus 0.5, or minus 1/2. They're all the same. So to make sure that this is right, because I came up with some crazy fractions or decimal answers, I type this into y equals. Then I'm going to go to my second graph. I'm going to go look at the table. And I'm going to look down my points, find my smallest x coordinate, which was -2. So I'll start at -2. There's -2,5. Then I'm looking for -1, 1, right there. And then I'm looking for 2, 4. There's 2, 4. Those 3 points are all on the equation of my parabola. All right, now we'll end part